Maiden, this is the maiden voyage of my drone. It's a DJI Neo2, and we're at this point in the parking garage of the place where I was living at the time. My lease has recently expired, and I'm on a solo motorcycle trip right now. I've only made it about 200 kilometers away from where I started, and I'm staying here for a week. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Ziggy with it. Okay, so I wanted to be sure to put on my gloves first to make sure that it could recognize the hand commands, and it does even with the gloves on. So we'll do a couple more little tests here, and then we'll commence to exiting the parking garage. Maiden. Let me get my fat ass on this bike here, and let's get going. You'll be able to tell right away that I'm not a very good nor a very confident rider. I am getting better, especially since starting the trip. I'm like pushing myself a little bit and getting better, but still the very low speed maneuvers. I guess I should practice, but you know, that stuff's boring. So I guess I'll just suffer and do poorly with it. But so far, the drone is looking good. It's exactly where I put it. It's following me. It's not hitting any of the fire suppression system. And check out the view out the openings. You can probably tell my lack of confidence while going down these ramps. I was much better at going up the ramps than down. Here you'll be able to see my brake light come on, and that'll tell you that I'm just not confident when going down, when it's like I have less control over the speed because it's kind of steep. But the drone, I feel like, is doing a really excellent job of just sticking with me. I mean, I'm not going very fast or anything, but it's staying right there, and to me it looks like the camera is pretty darn good. To the ground floor, you can tell by the vegetation. Alright, ground floor. And from here, if you've watched my previous video of having 2 crashes in one day, you might recognize this area. This is about where I started it, right before I had the crash with the car. You can see that the arrows are clearly marking which direction you're supposed to be going, and she was coming this opposite way. And you might notice that I was looking really far ahead at this point because I didn't want that to happen again. This car on the left, the little black one, that has not moved in a year, and sometimes it has a clamp on it, sometimes it doesn't, so I don't know if it's been abandoned by the owner, who probably has a unit there. And here you can see my Nepali guards. Most of the time they are saluting me, or at least waving to me. They're telling me good morning. They call me boss. And now we are out of the garage. I had done a time lapse of about 2 months on that construction you see ahead of me, but it didn't come out. I apparently forgot to actually start the recording, and I left the camera out there for over 2 months. What you gonna do? So I decided to stop right here and reposition the drone to try to get a different angle and see how well it kept up with me from like a 2 o'clock position. And my hand signal there was because the whole time I am using my helmet cam as a recording device, a voice recorder also, and I forgot to bring it with me on this trip, so that's why I have to narrate from the beginning. And in fact, yesterday I had to buy a microphone, and the microphones at the first place didn't work, so at the third place I went to, I had to get a whole headset. It's a Logitech H390, and so far it looks like it's doing the job I needed to do. Notice the buggy. There are 2 of them, electric buggies, and they'll take people for free all over this complex area, wherever you need to go. There's a mall there. That's another condo building to my right. And just a little bit ahead is a small mall. But we're about to see a problem here. Notice the buggy coming up on me. He's impatient. He gotta pass me. That's all right. But the drone does not like it when somebody gets between me and him, like a pit bull. So, of course, it terrorized the people in the buggy. So it quit recording at that point when it crashed. And I waited until I got way down to the end where the other traffic circle is before cranking it back up, because the guard appeared to be a little peeved with me, which, you know, I mean, his job is to keep the people safe. So it's no surprise that he was not happy with me endangering his people. All right. So here we go. Put it like at about the 4 or 5 o'clock position, because I wanted to see how it does there. And the thing I did not take into account was the traffic lights and stuff that are going to be in the median. And here I thought it was going to crash into me, but luckily it did not. So here we go, and now we're heading back to my place. And see, in this median they have these beautiful traffic lights that the Sultan put up in every place in the harbor area, and my friend Doss was not happy with that decision because he feels like the money could have been better used for something else. Anyhow, we are about to run out of battery, and the drone is gonna quit recording at that point, so you don't actually get to see it crash. So I guess it quits recording before it crashes. Again, don't forget to subscribe so that you can get ziggy with it.